Do you own a food truck? You're looking to start a food truck? Well, in this video, you're going to learn about the insurance policies that all food truck owners need in order to protect themselves and their business. Let's get into it. Hey guys, I'm Mike Crowley, the owner at the Crowley Insurance Agency, where we make insurance easy with honesty and common sense. Food trucks are the hot commodity. They're popping up every year, more and more food trucks, more and more events, more and more festivals, and the demand is there for the different options available, which is great. I love eating at food trucks. The best part is when you can help food trucks get the right insurance. Not all insurance policies are the same. Not all food trucks are the same. But if you're operating a food truck business, you need these specific insurance policies. The first and main and most important one that is going to be the most expensive one is the commercial auto policy. The commercial auto policy is going to cover the truck or the trailer depending on which type of food truck you have. Are you driving the food truck or are you pulling a trailer food truck behind another vehicle? Either way, a commercial auto policy is mandatory for you to be operating the correct way for your business. Commercial auto rates are expensive, and there's not a lot of commercial insurance carriers that like to write food trucks as a standalone policy or business. If it's tied to another restaurant or as a subsidiary of your restaurant, it has more options than it does as just a standalone food truck, but make sure you reach out to the experts, the insurance carriers that best suit this, because when you're looking at the options, there is a huge difference, coverages and price-wise. Outside of the truck and the commercial auto policy, you're also going to need liability insurance. Liability insurance for a food truck can either be written on a commercial package or a commercial business owner's policy. That is going to include the general liability and some of your property and inventory. How much inventory do you carry on the truck at one time? This is the food and how much equipment you have. Is the equipment permanently installed? If it's permanently installed, it needs to be added to the commercial auto policy. If it's not permanently installed, it needs to be on the business owners or the package policy. It's important to know that that's where the exposures are, and if something happens, where the money is going to come from. It also is another great reason why it's great to have the insurance company that writes the auto also write the liability, so it's the same people involved if and when you ever have a claim. Lastly, you are going to need workers' comp and disability and paid family leave policy for any employees you have. Some food truck owners operate it as an owner-occupied, no employees, which is great. But the moment that you have an employee, you need to get workers' compensation, short-term disability, and paid family leave here in the state of New York. You got to make sure that you are covering them as you put them on payroll. Obviously, a food truck business in New York could be a very seasonal business, so it's important to know where the expenses are going to come from, because a good chunk of your money is probably being earned during 6 to 8 months of the year. These are the main policies that all food truck owners will need to have in order to operate. Every festival, event, or place that you go and want to park your food truck, whoever owns the land or owns the event or is placing something is going to probably want proof of coverage. They're going to want proof of all this stuff so that you are allowed to operate there. And if you don't have the right things in place, it could put you in a bind right before an event. If you got any questions, please feel free to reach out. The team at Crowley Insurance would be glad to help.